I remember when I started skateboarding, I would do a lot of things in place, and people would be like, "What are you, Rodney Mullen?" And I never really understood it for a while until I finally looked it up, and I was like, "This guy's awesome." I'm pretty sure he invented the kickflip, right? But he does do a lot of like, you know, things in place or whatever. And I remember as a kid thinking it was kind of like bullying, you know, like why are you mad at this guy for doing? Because he can also do those other tricks you like, but he's more into like, you know, some of those.
But if it wasn't for him, what would street skating be now? Like he was one of the forefathers of it too, you know. So
and customizing, like, you know, putting a ledge on top of a ledge, a gap, and then a rail, you know, things like that. It's like, you know, that's I was like, okay, hey, this guy's not a bad guy to be compared to, but nowhere on that level. But, you know, just when I see the Casper flips and the pogos and primos, I think about, I'm like, hey, I hope and I still see some videos of him here and there. So
he's
another good skater.
When you think back to like him and then Daewon,
Daewon Song,
like that.
What was their battle they had? Their game, their video series. It was like Rodney Mullen versus Daewon.
Yep, it was like
was it a game of skate or just flips challenge?
Video parts. It was like a video challenge to like who could be the most creative with their fucking tricks and their lines and their spots, and like they were just making all sorts of crazy spots all over the fucking country, like all sorts.
I think it was around the era of Daewon Song where he was like right into his picnic tables, where he just set up a whole base of skate park with a picnic table.
That was like that big like up scene of like having picnic tables in all your fucking edits. Like you gotta at least like ollie up one or ollie over one or do something with a picnic table. Like even if it's in the background, just
he just took it to the next level.
The creativeness and I feel like those two, Daewon Song and Rodney Mullen, really made me think of like, well, you need to have balance when you skate, like, you know, to do even a manual or wheel, you know, whatever you want to call it. And I was even like, should I be taking ballet? Like, how do these guys nose manual that long, you know? And you quickly realize it's just the dedication and the, you know, they must have practiced for a long time, unless they were born with those gifts, you know? Some people are,
You see Rodney at a real young age, dude, and he was still doing all that crazy spinny fucking flat ground flip, like he was doing all that shit, and then he just started making his own tricks. So like he's the reason for a lot of these tricks that we have. Like he made them. Like he
and even this guy, sorry, what was his name? Underflip that we just watched. Underflip, even he's just reminding me like. It never ends. So sometimes you think like, is that the only trick I can do? And then now I'm thinking like, well, once I figure out my kick flips and whatnot, I'm going to have to do it into a primo or, you know, on these obstacle courses. So it's cool to know it, like the fun will never end, you know?
Yeah.
And then we could step up to those, what I saw a clip, the mega ramp, I think, you know, somebody did like the Great Wall of China. You know, people are doing like, we can gap the pyramids one day. We work hard enough, you know?